Well, I'm going to attempt to make honeybee healthy. I bought a gallon a few years ago and I've used it up. It's quite spendy and it's quite simple. So I'm going to make some up. I don't put it in my syrup. I do like it in my patties. Probably mostly because I like the way it tastes. But I think it stimulates them a little bit. It gives them something different. So we're going to go ahead and make some. What you need is syrup or sugar and water, lecithin, which is the emulsifier, which makes the spearmint oil and the lemongrass oil stay in solution. Otherwise they separate. So the lecithin will help that all blend and stay in one consistency. You still shake it before you start. So recipes I'm finding, they're all kind of crazy. None of them use standard measurements that make any freaking sense. And then I've got almost a gallon of syrup here that I'm working with instead of sugar and water. But what they're saying is 5 cups of sugar, 2.5 cups, or 5 cups of water, 2.5 cups of sugar to make your syrup, and then 1/8 of a teaspoon of lecithin, 15 drops of spearmint oil, and 15 drops of lemongrass oil. So of course I'm doing a bigger batch, about 3 times that, so I'm going to throw in about 3 times the stuff. Anyway, we'll get set up here and get some in there. The little lecithin tabs, they're a gel capsule. You just get a hole poked in it, you can get the liquid to come out. And I figured I needed about 1/3 of a teaspoon, but it looks like I'm going to end up with closer to 1/2 of a teaspoon out of 2 of these, so we'll just go with that. Run that in there, and you can see, if you were looking, that it's an oil, so it's running across the surface. And get our lemongrass oil out. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 31, 32, 33, 8, 9, 42, 43, 45, 45 drops of that. Now our spearmint oil. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 37, 38, 39, 45. Alright, got those in. I'm going to pour a little more syrup in it. We're going to get a lid on it. Alright, you can see how this is clouded, and that emulsifier is working to suspend everything. This could be hard on a blender. Just residue that's left in it when you're done, so if you're going to use your wife's blender, don't do it while she's home, and get it put away before she gets back. Anyway, I think I got it mixed up here. I'm going to pour in more of the syrup, and I'll pour it back out, and I'll get it all blended up and back in this big jug, and we're ready to make pollen patties. Alright, since we're in the kitchen, I need to make up some more boric acid poison for yellow jackets, and I use the same for ants. What I like is watered down honey solution. This has some sugar syrup in it too, because it was already sitting on the counter. I like to water it down. What I found with the honey is it doesn't crust over like the sugar does. So if you're putting it out for ants, it'll get crusted over where they can't get to it. So I've got about 1.25 cups of honey syrup mix. I'm going to put about 3/4 cup of warm water in there so I can mix that. And just water it down some so it flows well. Then we want 1 to 2 teaspoons of boric acid in the solution, and I found 2 is a little heavy. Most things don't really like it. So with 2 cups of mixture here, I'm going to put 3, which is 1.5 teaspoons per cup. Seems to work fine. Now all we need to do is mix this till it goes into solution, and we're good to go. Then get it in a bottle and label it. Please don't forget to label your bottle, because it's easy to forget what the heck was in it before you know it. So anyhow, hope this helps you guys get back on track.